companions, some Sahaba were sitting together in a circle. They were mentioning his name, and some of them cursed him. Cursed. They sent la'nat on him. They cursed. He said, he is a man, has been executed by Holy Prophet ﷺ himself. And in his holy lifetime, he is not stopping the drinking. So curse be on him. There should be la'na of Allah on him. Holy Prophet ﷺ heard these words, that some companions were cursing on him. He all of a sudden came out and he said, this whole hadith of Bukhari Sharif, and who is quoting this? Allama Ibn Taymiyyah, reported by Sayyidina Umar radiyallahu ta'ala, hadith sahih. Holy Prophet ﷺ came and said, La ta'an, فَإِنَّهُ يُحِبُّ اللَّهَ وَرَسُولَهُ. He said, oh my companion, don't curse him. Definitely he loves Allah and His Prophet. He loves Allah and Prophet, certainly. Allah and His Prophet. So hadith is finished. Now the ulama, the authorities, then the imams, and among them is Allama Ibn Taymiyyah, the imam of Salafis. He says, since the hadith is totally right, correct, and sahih, no doubt as far as its reliability and its sihat is concerned. He says, through this hadith say it is clearly established that as far as his deeds are concerned, he lacked good deeds and pious acts. Rather, he performed wrongs and sins. But in spite of that fact, Holy Prophet stopped the other companions to curse on him. And not only this, he declared with his own holy mouth that he loves Allah and Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So the word Allah is always combined with Prophet, and the word Prophet, Messenger, is always combined with Allah, meaning thereby that he loves Allah's Prophet and Allah. So he says, how did he love Holy Prophet and how did he love Allah and His Messenger? The reason is mentioned in Hadith that he was always thinking to relax Holy Prophet, to remove his stress and strain. He says, this love had no concern with his act or deed. This was totally and exclusively a state of his mind and condition of his heart, that he had love with Holy Prophet and he was always thinking about to make him relaxed. So this connection and relationship of his heart with Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, these emotions and sentiments, Holy Prophet accepted these sentiments and certified these sentiments of heart to be the love. So Allama Ibn Taymiyyah says, you see, here is a man who lacks pious acts and he is a wrongdoer, but his loving to Holy Prophet ﷺ has been established and endorsed by Holy Prophet himself. And now he quotes other hadiths and he says, on the other hand, this is one aspect that he says that هذا يبين أن المذنب بالشارب بالشراب وغيره قد يكون محبا لله ورسوله. He is a drinker, and in spite of this fact, his love has been endorsed and accepted and appreciated. He wants to establish that love is a condition of heart. And the acts and deeds and amal, the pious acts, they possess some independent entity. When both things are put together, then love becomes kamil, perfect. And if there is one thing and not another, if there are only amal salihah, good deeds, but there is no love of Holy Prophet in heart, then they say those amal are rejected. They don't get any kind of appreciation and endorsement by Islam. The good deeds without love of Holy Prophet has no recognition in Islam. And love in heart, even without the good deeds, has some recognition in Islam. So on the other hand, then Allama Ibn Taymiyyah quotes another hadith, and that is again from Sahih Bukhari. From Sahih Bukhari. He quotes, he says, you see, that his iman and muhabba was endorsed. And he says, there is another hadith which is reported by Sayyidina Ali ibn Abi Talib and Abu Sa'id al-Khudri radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. And this hadith is reported in Sahih Bukhari and Sahih Muslim, muttafaq alayh. He said, there was a man, Holy Prophet says, Annahu zakar al-Khawarij. Holy Prophet once mentioned the Khawarij. He pointed out a man and he said, look at this man who objected on Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who criticized on Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam his distribution of bounty. And he lacked adab, respect and reverence of Holy Prophet in his heart. And Holy Prophet said, he is a man, yahkiru ahadukum salatahu ma salatih, wa siyamahu ma siyamih, wa qira'atahu ma qira'atih, yakra'una al-Qur'ana la yujabizu hanajirahum, yamrukuna min ad-din, aw min al-Islam kama yamruku sahm min al-ramiyya. Allama ibn Taymiyyah has quoted this hadith here at this point in comparison of the two. He says, at another place there was a man, Holy Prophet said, he is a man that people will come from his nasl, from his generation. In the last time of my ummah, last centuries and ages of my ummah, the people will come. And this man and his companions and his generations, his followers, they will pray so much and they will read so much prayers that, oh my companion, your prayers would be lesser than theirs. They will fast and your fasting would be lesser than theirs. They will do good deeds and your pious acts would be lesser than theirs. And they will recite Holy Quran and your recitation would be lesser than theirs. In spite of their good deeds, that in quantity, they would be having much more good deeds than you have. They would be praying more than you, they would be fasting more than you, they would be doing good acts more than you, they would be reciting Holy Quran more than you. There was a man who lacked good deeds, but just had a Korean condition in his heart, and that was declared accepted to be the love, because he thanked for Holy Prophet's relaxation. And here is a man and a group of people coming in Holy Prophet's ummah. They had their amal, good deeds like mountains. And Holy Prophet is saying that much more in quantum than the amal of Sahaba. And he says, even then, they would go out of the ambit of Islam. They would go out of the ambit of Deen. And they would have no link and relationship with Deen of Islam and Iman. Why? So now finally he concludes, he says, it means that just good acts, apparent deeds and amal, just good deeds, without love in heart for Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, could not make those people the men of Jannah. Could not make those people, could not accept those, made them accepted to be as believers. On the other hand, the main thing which is accepted for Islam and for the life hereafter, the basic is the Iman, and that Iman is in fact a condition of love in heart. So tasawwuf in fact is a process which enhances and increases this condition of heart. Tasawwuf is a process which increases the love with Almighty Allah, which increases the love with Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And the more love goes on increasing, it goes on covering the whole body, it goes on covering the whole heart, it goes on covering the whole life, it goes on covering the whole habits, it goes on covering all of your likings and dislikings, it goes on covering all of your preferences and priority and order of your preferences. When love is enhanced and it becomes perfect, then each and every aspect of your life comes under the cover of your love. And this love doesn't allow you to be violative of Allah's command. This love doesn't allow you to be disobedient to the amr of Almighty Allah. And this love doesn't allow you to leave the path which has been given to you by Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, because you are the true lover of Allah and true lover of Holy Prophet. So everything goes on developing under the umbrella of love.